Okay, so when you include a quotation in your writing, you need to anchor that with what we call an introductory anchor. There's 4 basic ways to introduce your quote, okay? The first way is to use the conjunction at. The author said that, or the author wrote that. When you use that, there is no comma. You just go directly into your quotation. So if I did that up here, I would go, the author wrote that, space, and then I start my quotation mark, okay? The second way to do it is to say, use a comma instead of the word that, okay? The author wrote, comma, okay? And then go into your quotation mark. So I can do that down here. Author wrote, comma, space, okay? So it's either the comma or the word that, one or the other. And you can vary this. You can say said, wrote, stated, you know, change up your word choice here. But you never want to say the book wrote or the text wrote, because books don't write, people write, okay? So just keep that in mind. And then the last way that I would suggest you do it is what we call a complete sentence anchor. So this is the one the author described the event, described the character, described whatever you're talking about in chapter blank. Okay, I have in vivid detail here. That's a complete sentence. Or you could just say in chapter, the author described this in chapter 23. And then you're going to go colon. Okay, so this is a different punctuation mark yet again. So you can have the author wrote that, or the author wrote comma, or the complete sentence, the author described this in chapter, whatever the chapter number is, with a colon. Okay, and then still the space between. Those are the 3 basic ways to introduce your quote. The last way is what we would call weaving it, where you're making a point, you're making your argument, and you just include the quote right within your sentence. This is the most complex way to include a quotation in your writing, and something that with some of you we may try it towards the end of the year once you get comfortable with these other ways of introducing your quotes.